moving forward?
I can tell the local people that yes, we were in a difficult 4 weeks, especially the last week, when law and order was disregarded, especially mainly in the streets of Manama and other streets in some towns and villages. Now, the restoration of law and order has achieved a lot to bring back security and peace of mind to the communities. So I would like to assure our brothers and sisters, the expats, the bankers, the doctors, the workers who share their livelihood here and their lives with us here in Bahrain, that this is their home. Please feel safe, please feel at home. If you feel any threat, report it to the police. If you come to any checkpoint, that checkpoint is there to protect you. You are not a target, and it's there to make your life easier and bring back, the peace of mind to you. So it's a period of time that will take, and it could be a bit bumpy, it could be sensitive, but definitely we are in the right direction, and we came out of the difficult days, and we are moving forward. Restoration of law and order is our aim. Bahrain has never been a violent place or a place of violence, and that's what we want to get back to. And of course, our brothers and sisters from all countries, from India, from Pakistan, the Philippines, the UK, everyone sharing their lives with us here, building our nation here with us, are here as any one of us here Bahrainis. We will take care of them, and we will serve them in any way we can to make sure that they feel safe and secure.
I think one of the points that I've received yesterday from the overwhelming response over the Twitter account, Facebook, and a lot of other means is, Your Excellency, is the fact that many of the expatriates living in the Kingdom of Bahrain have been called upon by their embassies or families that are abroad, asking them how not peaceful the whole area is, or Bahrain in specific, because of the false allegations that were set in other mediums elsewhere. So what have you to say about that?
All sorts of allegations, and of course, but I don't blame the embassies. The embassies, as, for example, I'll give you an example, when our citizens in Tokyo is a very safe place, but then came the earthquake and the tsunami, and we were worried about our citizens. So we had to call every single one of them and ask them and make it easier for them to leave and come back home. Anywhere, if there would be a war or strife, like our citizens when they were in Cairo or in Tunisia or anywhere. So it is the responsibility of the embassy to call and warn. But what kind of information the embassies have? This is your question.
Yes.
It could be false information, a lot of false information. But I trust that the expat community here in Bahrain do know Bahrain much better than the embassies, because they live not as diplomats, they live as locals.
True.
So I think they would ask themselves whether they feel safe or not safe before asking anyone else. In Bahrain, this is an open country. We don't have communities living separately from others. All expats and Bahrainis and everyone live in mixed communities.
We are in gratitude and appreciation to every single person who has helped build our economy and build our country during the past decades. And I think you will agree with me on the fact that we did not build Bahrain over a period of 5 or 6 years. Bahrain was built over a period of 40, 45, 70 years.
Even over a century.
Over a century.
Over a century, we built our nation with help from everywhere, from India. And when I say India, I'm talking about the whole subcontinent then, that now includes three different countries. From Iraq, from the UK, from countries in Europe, from America. The relations with America started people to people. It didn't start with the navies or the diplomats afterwards. They all came after. It started with a small dispensary of medicine in the streets of Manama that developed into having the American Mission Hospital that we are very proud of today. This is how our people have relationship with others. We live together, we share our lives together, and we are here to protect each other. And we are committed to that.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I think one last question is a personal question, if you don't mind me. And it's the fact that I and you, I'm sure you agree with me, that we are both one of the two of the Bahrainis who have been heartbroken during the past 5 weeks of what has happened, over the allegations, over the information that has been exchanged, over the unfriendly environment that we've lived in. And that shocked me very much, because I've I've lived all my life in Bahrain. I'm born and bred in this country. I'm a Bahraini.
Yeah,
and I think you agree with me that there is something that needs to be done from people to people. So what would be that message that you'd send? People to people.
Look, Bahrain have seen strife before, and this strife is sectarian. And it's, you know, the sectarian strife in Bahrain is not a Bahraini product. First of all, it's not only in Bahrain, it's a regional one. It's in the whole Muslim world. And second, it's 1400 years old. It's not something that happened in the last decade or two or three. So we need to really, we know that we will one day come back. We don't hate each other here in Bahrain.
Absolutely.
We're
family.
We're family, we are one. And even I don't accept when somebody says, I have friends in the other sector. This is something I cannot even accept or live with. We are all one, and we should think one. And it will happen. It will happen. Until a month ago or so, we always said that we are the success story in the region of Shia Sunni.
I think we envied ourselves, yeah.
And we envied ourselves. And then because in other places in one place you have a security failure. In another country you have a political failure. But in Bahrain we have success in every way. Security, peace of mind, living together. That's what we're going to get back to. And I'm sure, very optimistic. We're going to get back to it.
Absolutely, I agree.
And this is something, we are not violent, we don't hate each other, and I'm really optimistic we'll succeed.
I've taken much of your time. Thank you very much for your response. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you for surprising me now and inviting me to your second show.
Thank you very much.
This is quite an honor.
It's an honor. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we definitely thank His Excellency Sheikh Khalid Al Khalifa with his very busy schedule. When we told him that we have a show, he opted only to be actually part of this show and reassure people of Bahrain and the expatriates in Bahrain that the nation has been built through our forces being joined together. We'll be back shortly with our guests.